So you just exchanged. It was about 3 or 4 months ago when I first met with you, and you've been on the market for 3 months at that point. Can you just tell us a bit about how you were feeling at that time?
Yeah, we were feeling quite low, really. We'd had quite a bit of interest, but one offer which didn't come to anything, and we felt it was about time for a change of advertising and marketing. So Paul turned up at the right time.
Yes,
I think.
we were a bit disappointed, and we were talking about changing agents, and then I think Paul put a leaflet or a brochure, a nice brochure actually, a very good one, through the door, and so we thought we'd better talk to him, and took things from there. So it was a very good opportunity.
So apart from me introducing myself, was there anything in particular that attracted you to Fine and Country?
We had seen that a house in Newport had been on the market for quite some time, changed agents to Fine and Country and was sold within the week. So it was in the back of my mind to perhaps explore estate agents away from the area, away from Saffron Walden, and I'd already looked up Fine and Country, so I think it was fate and it was meant to be, as Paul turned up just at the right time.
I think the other thing was we actually had a chat with Paul. We wouldn't let him get away without asking him some questions, and he did say that they were a company that would, and he himself would, monitor the progress, communicate with us, keep us up to date, and would be determined to see things through for us.
Right,
and,
from beginning to end, yes.
So we thought that sounded good, and we had to wait and see whether that would actually happen, but it sounded very good to us, and that he would be a point contact, and we were very keen to have a single point contact, which we didn't feel that we'd had before.
Has it been quite a stressful time moving, isn't it? Especially when you're trying to sell and buy at the same time. How was the experience for you on the sales side? Was it quite smooth when you appointed Fine and Country, would you say?
Yes, I think it was. We had 4 viewings very quickly, and on the 4th viewing we had a successful bid, and decided we'd go with them. They were in a good position, and Paul guided us through it really well, and the office as well. Nice small office and a nice personal touch.
I also think, remember rightly, we had the home buyer survey was done on our property very quickly, which I think Paul helped to arrange, so that was good. The appointment of solicitors happened very quickly, and our buyers arranging finance, it was all monitored by Paul and Fine and Country, and they kept us up to date as to what was happening. So we never felt that we didn't know what was happening, and always felt that we were being looked after.
I know you've been in Newport for a long time, and you've got lots of family and friends in the area. Would you recommend us to your family and friends?
I did actually say the other day that there's a danger that Fine and Country give estate agents a good name.
Moving on to the sort of next chapter of your lives, you've moving in about 8 days' time. You're packing up. I've just seen all your hard work there. What will you miss most about Newport?
Over to you. I might get too upset.
When we came to Newport, we didn't know the area. We had to move here. We didn't want to move here. It was for work purposes. But we did drive north from Harlow until we came across an area that we thought looked nice. And we were particularly taken at first by the countryside and the rolling hills and the easy access to, we did a lot of cycling then, so for footpaths and for the cycling on lovely empty roads with idyllic villages surrounding Newport. But Newport itself, we were attracted to the school. We wanted a secondary school and a good primary school. We were attracted to the fact that at that time it had 3 pubs, but it's still got 2 very good pubs. There's an Indian restaurant, there's a baker's, there's a garden centre. I mean,
garage
and yes, a garage to get my car service. So everything you need really is here in the village, and particularly the train station meant that we could get back to London where we wanted to, and we could go to Cambridge. And so Newport, I think, as a village, has got a tremendous amount to offer. And also there's a local magazine called Newport News, which has been going nearly coming up to its 100th edition. And if you want to find out about the village, it comes out twice a year. You just look in there. But if you want to know anything that's happening in terms of where groups
Pubs
for the
and
children
societies.
or sporting activities or anything, it's all in the directory there. And there's also a Facebook page now called Newport Newsline. It's a very well connected village.
But it's generally also very friendly. The first thing you notice that everyone says hello. They're not being nosy, they just like to keep everybody friendly and respectful with each other, which is, having never lived in a village before, we'd lived in a big town, it made such a big difference to be greeted just walking down the road. So
yeah, that's very true.
hopefully we'll just smile at people in the towns now and see if we can get a reaction.
I think the new owners have got a lovely home to move to, haven't they?
They definitely have,
I
and they
think
know
so,
that,
and I
and they're
think,
very excited about moving here.
Particular location we're in is we think it's a sort of hidden jewel in the middle of the village.
Yeah. Thank you very much for taking the time to have this.
Now we have to
meeting.
go back to
Totally
packing.
Yeah. Well, and thank you, Paul.
Thank you so much for everything you've done.
It's
Really
been a real
appreciate
pleasure
it.
to deal with you both. So I
And
wish you well for the future.
it's a shame, really, that we can't deal with Vine and Country, but finding our new property. But
Maybe.
Maybe.
maybe another time.
Yeah.